G'day golfers, Sangroper here. A playthrough of Spanish Bay. Another bacon junkie delight. Let's have a look at the course details. We'll be playing the gold tees, 7,100 yards even. It's a par 72 course. The fairways are soft, the greens are normal. 6.1 green speed, and we're playing in a clear afternoon. So let's get in. Whoop, yeah, we've seen the tees. We're going to begin the round. Wait for it to load up. Only been published today, so the servers have got to go find it in their little cabinet, whoop it out, and start painting my screen.
Hello and welcome to PGA Tour
Thank you, John.
2K23. My name's John McCarthy. I'll be your golf bud today.
Oh, and look at this. What a delightful looking tee shot. We've got some buildings down the left there, probably a little hotel or resort. It is a unique property sitting in the Monterey Peninsula. Let's get up first of all and have a little bit of a look around. Gorgeous little piece of Monterey here. Delightful, some waste bunkering. Some roads up the end. Lovely looking coastline there. Just get in and have a little bit of a look-see through the middle here. Some wonderful cart paths. Tricky looking greens. Plenty of hotels around. And a big parking lot. And of course, like all good Californians, plenty of tennis courts. Alrighty. Well, let's get into it. 516 yarder to kick us off. A little cut on this just to look after any fasts that we might have, and there's one there. A couple of little distressed areas on the left there amongst the cart path. Obviously, Bacon Junkie has used LiDAR
205 to the pin from here
to make sure the courses all look spick and span. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Let's see if we can run it through this little swale, catch the hill, and it just wasn't quite enough to get up onto the top deck.
This is our third shot.
But this is going to be a tricky little chip. We managed to negotiate that though.
Putt.
Let's have a look at the green. Wow, that is a tough little spot up the back corner there. And greens at 128 means we probably
this putt's going.
Don't need to allow for as much.
Start in this round today, under par already.
So with a birdie on the first, Mrs. Groper giving me the big dog again and telling me hit it that way. That way? That way. Sure. Okay. I'll hit it that way. Oh, gee, 10 mile an hour breeze. That's going to cause a little bit of concern. But when in doubt, give it a clout. We've carved it. We've carved it into a little bit of bush and shrubbery here.
That's not going to be good.
No, no one likes that,
and
John.
Second shot here on the second hole.
With a 10 mile an hour uphill, it's just going to smash it and see what happens. Oh, that's unlucky. Another yard, I reckon that would have kicked up beautifully. But as it is, there's nothing to be unhappy with there.
This one's tracking.
Oh, a couple of little shadows.
It's gonna do just nicely.
Always annoy me over the hole, but what can you do?
And you're one
Get the chainsaw out.
Day.
Give that a big trim.
All right, stepping up to a par 4 here.
Gee whiz, it's a bit of a cart path. 9 mile an hour. There's a hill there. Slight little cut and an overswing, and I reckon we'll go close. See what happens. Oh, savage kick. And around, and we nearly got
Here's
there.
your second shot here on the third.
Be good. Be good. Yes, it's run
Nice
out nicely.
chip. Fantastic.
Let's have a look at this
All right,
devious
nice
little green.
footer to deal with.
Couple of swales. But we're going to walk
So good.
away
That was a fantastic shot.
with a lovely
Careful out
birdie
there. The
there.
wind's blowing right to left.
It is, John. At 10 mile an hour. So let's hit it over here with just a smidge of a draw. Negotiating that tree. She's a tight little green. And that needed just 1% more power to get it up to that
Safely on
little
the green.
top ridge.
3 under par. If you
But
sink
again,
this.
diabolical greens here at Spanish Bay. Couple that way, couple that way. 40 foot up and 2 foot to the top of this hill. So that's about there, you reckon. Let's see what this does. Can we see it?
Oh, it's going right
Oh,
by the
just snuck past.
And this next putt for par.
But we'll take a 3 there. That
And
is a
this
tricky
hole
little
is a
hole.
long par 4 hole.
Isn't it, John? Let's put it here with a little cut and a slight overswing just to clear that
Nice
last
looking
bunker
shot.
and put us into pose.
Setting up here,
The mayor's office.
105 yards away.
11 mile an hour. We're going to have to just draw this a little, take some of that power out of it.
Yeah, that'll work.
But he's happy
nice
with that.
Approach. Sink this and you get down to 3 under
It's a
par.
big green. It's a big green with a very false front. But we've got just a couple of little pills moving here. And still not enough. Just
Just 4
under-read
feet
that.
left on this one. And dropping it
Just a
on
tickler
into
downhill.
par for par.
Get rid of that.
This hole's
Par
a
putt.
par 4.
And move on. 10 into our face. That is going to be a little bit trickier. Just a little cut, beautiful cart path on the left there. Working its way through.
That was good stuff. This is about 160
Some people are not
to the pin.
enamored by the cart path. I think they're a great addition. And that is going to be pretty good, I
This
reckon.
might be a bit too much club.
Oh, come on, John, get in the hole. Oh, gee, that would have been a slam dunk.
Nice.
Would have had to probably ring the pro
Sinking
shop
this
to
will
get
take
a
you
pin
to
replaced
3
there.
under.
Just 1 inch
Let's
down.
head
Come on, do
towards
some
the
work.
hole.
There we go. In she comes.
Nicely done. Dropping it in there for the bird.
Thank you, John.
Good stuff. Well, see if you
Okay,
can use
9
the
behind.
tailwind on this hole.
We can, but it's downhill, John, so we want to be careful
Great
we don't
swing.
overswing this one. As it is, we're going to be right up the very end of this.
And we're about 135 to the pin.
Take a little bit off it with an 8 mile an hour breeze. We've just caught that swale, I think, and we're going to run down. Yes, yes, ever so slowly, ever so slowly. Just trickled off that tear.
Decent approach there. Setting up here with a extremely long putt.
Well, it's not extremely long, it's only 40 footer, John. You haven't made a 40 footer before?
Looking very nice.
See?
Holy smokes.
Who says
How
you
did
can't
that
make
go
a 40
down?
footer?
How did you do that?
Well, John, you pull the
And
club
let's
back,
pull some
you swing
videotape
it
on
through,
That one. That was interesting.
and you hit it on a good line. That is how you make a 40 footer. Tell you what we'll do. Let's play around with the camera work here. Here it comes. No, you're not going to hit it? Here it comes. He hasn't actually hit it yet. He's... Ooh, and around they go. Yep, that's how you do it, alright.
That hole you're
It's one
going
good thing
down
you
the
can do on a
400
PC is get that
Here
free
we go.
camera
Let's see
going.
what happens here on the 8th.
Oh, gee whiz. I have to cut it in and hope we
And
don't hit it
bit of,
too
little
slow.
bit of shaping here, a little fade on this shot.
That's all right. I've got it in play. Got it in play.
Yep, that's going to do just nicely.
Jeez, let's have a look at some of these bunkers. They're
This could be a
nasty looking
birdie on the
things, aren't they?
scorecard.
Surrounding the green. And most people would say that is an extreme amount of sculpting. But with LiDAR, that is what happens. You get what you're given.
Oh, it could be. Right
And
by the hole.
as you'd expect,
All right, 3 feet to the
the
cup.
Bacon Junkie knows his
Okay,
LiDAR.
good stuff. You're gonna stick
So in real
right
life,
there
you can
and
imagine
fall
how
under
treacherous
after
these
that one.
greens would be.
Here we go.
Okay,
Teeing
we
this
just
one
got to
up
hit
on the
this
9th hole.
pure down the middle, slightly fast. But I think we are safe.
Okay, there we
Just
go. Yeah, we're about 115
6 mile an hour breeze.
yards
It's hit it
away.
a little firmer. Put a touch of backspin because we have hit it slowly, which means we are going to be short.
Well, you missed the approach. I'm not disappointed in you
Oh,
in
I
any
am.
way. Just want you to know that.
I am, John, because that now, it's chipped it beautifully
Ooh,
though.
nice little chip on that
And
one.
again, look at this green. We've
Here we
got
go.
a
Drop this and save that par.
hell of a ledge down there. It'll be frightening how frightening that back pin spot will be.
Okay, let's head to the next.
But we'll kick that in, move
Now
along.
let's see what happens here on the 10th.
Good front nine. Oh gee, look at this. Let's just put a little touch on this one. That might be too fast. It'll get us through that little rough area, but at that pace, I would expect that to clear.
Well, that won't
Oh
work.
dear, now we're in trouble.
Setting up from the long grass here.
Yes,
Let's get
John.
on out of this.
I'm not a fan of the long grass. It's going to have to be way up here somewhere. And even then, that is
This
just
is right on the
snapped
border.
left
I'm
on
not
us.
sure if it's going to be rough or fairway.
John, it is not fairway.
Setting
Not
up
by a
here
long
in
shot.
fairway bunker.
And another slow shot. But if we get a little kick here, we have managed to get it onto the real short grass.
You've got quite a distance left.
Yeah, that was
to the
okay.
hole,
I was
but
okay
you
with
know
that,
what?
John.
You got out of that bunker. I'm happy
Look
with
at that green.
This next putt is for your
That
birdie.
is frightening. It's going to have to be over here somewhere. The little pills are moving pretty quick. Has he given that enough juice?
Looking really good.
The answer is yes.
And it drops from way out.
And that is
Fine work,
a
friend.
pretty good
That's
four,
worthy of a replay,
given
I
how
think.
poorly I played 3 of those shots. We've seen the replays, John. Alrighty,
Okay,
Spanish
5
Bay.
par,
She's
for
a
that one.
tricky little course, that is
Teeing
for
up
sure.
now on the 11th.
Another tricky little driving hole. And we'll just take a little bit of leaf off that to make it a little easier for the next bloke to get through. I'm happy that we've hit that to
Okay,
the
about
top of those bunkers.
105 left to go.
17 up, that's a decent distance. Tell you what we'll do, we'll punch it in there. We'll punch it in there with a little 7 mile an hour breeze. Just pulled it slightly. And the punch, keeping it under the wind,
That's unlucky. Missed the green on that approach.
means we're off the back.
Setting up for our 3rd shot.
But hopefully, our pitch has put us into
nice
a
little chip
decent
there.
little spot.
And that putt safely in its home.
And
Got a
we've
par
tickled it
4
in.
on this one.
Another tight driving hole. This would be scary. Scary in real life. Kick us slightly down to the left.
I'm having
Ball
that.
above our feet.
Okay, about
9 mile an
170
hour.
yards to the pin.
I'm thinking if we put it up here somewhere and let gravity do its thing. No, he's pulled it left. And put it into a tricky little
shot worked
spot.
out just
That is
fine.
one ugly little divot. Don't tread on that, you'll break a toe.
This could take you down to 600 par.
It could. But I'm thinking we're going to have to be pretty lucky.
Ah, went right
Just
by.
slightly
All right,
over
give this
red.
one a little tap.
But again, through 12, we're
This
still
could be fun.
holding
We've
it.
got a par 3 on this one.
It's a lovely little view, isn't it? 10 down, 8 behind. Might just put a little and a little bit like that. Let's see what that does.
Ooh, we're
Give us a
heading
bounce.
for the green here.
Oh, yes. Oh, not too much spin.
Oh yeah, that was a
Not
tidy
too
little
much
shot.
spin.
Well done. And 7 feet to the cup.
Yeah, that is a green you do not want to miss right. Nothing but trouble all around. And
Ooh,
completely
Here we go.
blasted
Putt.
it through the break.
well done.
Probably deserved better with that tee shot. But anyway, if he could putt, he'd be on
And
tour.
5 under.
Now,
Your
what are we
score at
doing?
the moment.
Yep, she's
And
telling me
here we
again.
go on hole number 14.
Just hit it straight. Oh, yes, time to release the shoulders
Great swing on that one.
and get it down into that little gully. Take a big bounce, get a big bounce, and run it down the hill. Delightful, delightful stuff.
Okay, we are about 245 yards out from
Another
here.
20. Oh, I'm going to have to come back a little. Draw it in with the feet below, so let's get it over here. And I don't see a lot of drawing
This is
going on,
leaning to the right.
but we're just going to get down to this little bare
This is
section
what our
here.
third shot's looking like.
20 yards. This is going to run out down the hill and give us a decent
I'm liking
little
that one. Nice chip.
uphiller.
And this is about 4 feet.
Lovely, lovely views.
And
Tap that bad
will
boy in.
drop for birdie number 6 on the
Birdie
day.
John, that's nice.
Okay, score is currently clocking in at
Now we're
6
down
under
onto
par.
the
See what
salty
happens here on the
vistas here.
15th.
10, 8 across. Let's get a big Kit Kats going. Oh, not too much. Give us a bounce. Give us a bounce. Oh, that's pretty well
We've got about
figured out.
120 yards to get to that pin from
120.
here.
Let's not pitch it. Let's just whip a little gap wedge. Is a sandwich going to be enough? Let's find out. The 9-mile-an-hour breeze I thought might have done a little more. Give us a kick.
That's okay.
Didn't quite
no
get
worries.
there.
We'll be on the green soon
No
enough.
worries. It's very Aussie of you,
This
John.
one's your third.
Ooh, snuck past the
Ooh,
pin.
look at here. Nice chip.
Let's have a look at this green.
Wouldn't it be nice to save par on this one?
It certainly would, John. And I reckon we're a chance. Just knock it down the puddle line.
There it is.
Shadows did us a solid there.
And after that one, you're at 6 under.
10 mile an hour.
And now teeing off on a par
9
3.
down. Let's take a little off it and draw it in. Oh, this is looking delightful. Looking superb. Run it up. Yep, happy with that.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Oh, thank you, John. Happy
Nice
you,
putt
you've
for the
accepted
birdie.
that. A little bit of a punch bowl green style. Big ridge. Great view of the ocean. We're up 1, but I'm sure that
It's getting there.
will take
You're
into
cooking
account
out there.
the little
7th
pills.
birdie so far.
And he's very excited by that bad boy.
Okay, 7 under
As you
par
would.
at the
Hit a
moment.
peach of a drive.
Wind is blowing left to right on
11
this
mile
one.
an hour. Let's just hit one down the left. Let the breeze do its work. Keep it well away from those bunkers.
There we go. Good shot.
And
this is our
again,
second shot here on the 17th.
I think that breeze is going to cause just a little bit of havoc. So we'll bring it in with a little cut and try to keep it away from that swale, but we have not done so. And with these savage greens,
Hey,
we've
that one's on the
just
green.
managed
That's
to
about it.
miss.
And here we go.
Let's
This
have a
one
look
for
at it.
birdie.
It's quite a small little green with a savage swale. To put it way over here, 3 foot up, 54 footer. No, that's still not enough. Oh, there it is there. Basically hitting it over my shoulder.
All right, setting up 6 feet from the cup.
6 footer, 1 inch up. Some fairly
pretty
decent
good.
break. We've managed to negotiate a
the puddle
2
drop
putter,
on in
keeping
there
it
for
out of
par.
3
Good
putt
stuff.
territory. And yep, a little shrug of the
that one
shoulders,
sitting at
a
7
happy
under.
tap.
And teeing it up now.
I'll tell you
for
what, if
the
we
final
overhit
hole.
this one, let's have a look. What do we got now? Out of bounds. Just need to keep it down the right side.
This one looks pretty good. Should be in the fairway.
242. No chance of going for it from here, so let's just lay up down the right side. Ideally give us a little flat lie so we can pitch something in.
Nicely played.
Yes, Mrs. Groper. Keen on giving him a
Setting up
little
here
bit of
now
advice
for
here.
our third shot.
Oh, gee whiz, look at this. A little bit downhill lie, a little bit of right to left. Just gonna have to hit this one and just not enough. Needed a couple more
Good
percent.
job. We're on the green.
But we've
8 under
negotiated
par
the
is
tough
waiting
stuff.
For you if you sink this putt.
We now need to just tickle this one up there and
No, it's going right by the hole, isn't it?
just
Here we go. Let's
overread
drop
it.
this and get your par.
But that is a marvellous final green. Such a gorgeous looking hole. And we'll knock
putt
that
will
in.
go down,
Take a
and we
par.
ended the round with a par.
And a
Good
65.
stuff
So
there.
Bacon Junkie, Spanish Bay, another ripper. Get out there and play it. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next
All right,
one.
we're done here today.